Your business is a success. You have loyal customers, but now what's the next move to grow? Most owners assume growth means more control, but what if giving it up was the answer? Data shows franchised stores often outperform corporate ones. This isn't just about profit, it's about velocity. Franchising can launch locations at a speed that corporate funding struggles to match. And it achieves this speed while slashing your personal financial risk, shifting the heavy capital load to your partners. So, which is right for you? We'll dissect the financials, the control paradox, and the readiness checklist to find your answer. Let's talk capital. The top reason founders franchise is efficiency. Franchisees fund the build-out, the inventory, and the staff. This access to capital translates directly to speed. Instead of one corporate store this year, you could open 5 or even 10 franchised ones. And each new unit comes with a built-in local expert who knows the market better than any corporate manager ever could. But franchising isn't a magic bullet. Why choose the slower, pricier corporate route? The answer is one word: control. With corporate ownership, you command every detail, from service scripts to store design. This guarantees a perfectly consistent brand experience. That control includes profits. It takes more upfront cash, but you keep 100% of the revenue. The long-term returns can be much higher. Let's go deeper on performance. Why do franchisees so often beat hired managers? It's a profound psychological shift. A manager is an employee. A franchisee is an owner with their life savings invested. They aren't just managing a spreadsheet, they are building a future for their family. This allows you to stop fighting daily fires. Your job changes from managing people to managing a system, lightening your operational load. But doesn't this lead to chaos? How do you stop dozens of owners from damaging the brand you built? We'll show you how in a moment. Before that, look at corporate risk. With company-owned stores, all your eggs are in one basket. One bad market can hurt the entire business. Franchising spreads that risk. One underperforming unit is a localized problem, not a systemic threat. Your business becomes incredibly stable. So much for theory. Let's see this in action with 2 hypothetical companies, Corporate Coffee Co. and Franchise Pizza Place. Corporate Coffee takes big loans for 3 new stores in 2 years. The experience is identical, but the founder is stretched thin and carries all the risk. The stores are profitable and the founder keeps every dollar, but one store struggles, draining cash from the others. Growth is slow and expensive. Meanwhile, Franchise Pizza Place sells 10 franchises in the same 2 years, using franchisee money. The growth is fast and the founder's risk is low. The founder now gets a steady royalty stream, but her time is spent training franchisees and enforcing brand standards. She shares profits and the workload. This sounds appealing, but you can't just flip a switch to franchise. First, your model must be proven and profitable, not an experiment. Second, your operations must be systematized. Every process must be documented and teachable. If it's not in a manual, it can't be franchised. Finally, you need a brand people recognize and want to join. A strong brand identity is what attracts both customers and franchise partners. This brings us back to the question about brand chaos. You maintain control through a careful balance, codified in legal agreements and reinforced by support. Here is the hidden cost of franchising. You trade managing stores for managing a huge training and compliance system. It is a totally different business. Let's put it all together. Remember that franchisees outperform managers? That's your engine. The replicable systems we mentioned? That's your steering wheel. This points to the final, most significant factor, the franchisor mindset. You must shift from being the star player to being the coach of a team. For some, the best answer isn't either or, but both. A hybrid model uses corporate stores for control in key markets and franchising for rapid expansion. So the final question is not which model is superior. It is what kind of leader are you and what kind of business do you want to build? Before you choose, understand this. The biggest mistake is not picking the wrong model. It's scaling too early before your core business is truly solid. Expansion, whether corporate or franchise, just multiplies what you have. If you have solid profits, it multiplies success. If you have foundation cracks, it multiplies failure. So here's your framework. Weigh capital and speed against control and consistency. Check your readiness. Are your systems proven? Are they replicable? And decide if you want to operate stores or build systems. Be honest about your readiness, align the path with your vision, and then scale your business.